Hello and welcome to Rosie's Closet. My name is Crystal and today I am just going over some of the basics of Poshmark. So this will be for kind of like a new Poshmark seller. You've already set up your account, maybe you've kind of dabbled in it a little bit, but this will kind of help you out a little bit on getting some more followers, maybe some information on bundles and sales and things like that. So let's move on over to my computer and I will show you my screen and share my screen with you and show you what I do on Poshmark. Okay, so welcome to my Poshmark closet. So just some of the basics up here so you can see this is my name, of course, Crystal from Rosie's Closet. This is how you would find me. So it's at Rosie Crystal, and if you wanted to search for someone on Poshmark, you can go up here to the top where it says listings. Just click on the little arrow and then you can click people, and then you can type in Rosie Crystal, and that's how it would pull up my closet. Now it's different on a device like on a phone or a tablet. It's harder to search for people that way. It's completely different, and maybe I'll do another video and show you how to do it on your phone or on a tablet. But this is how you would do it on a desktop. So just click people there, type in Rosie Crystal, and it should bring up my closet. It also shows you here where I'm located. Poshmark does allow you to put links. So here I have a link to my personal website. You can also put like your eBay store, your Etsy store, or you could even just put in a little message there if you wanted to. Then down here I have Rosie's Closet. This is also where you can put in a message, and here I put Poshmark Ambassador. It was called something different before and I can't remember what it was called, but Poshmark Ambassador just basically is something that you earn after completing a list of items that Poshmark wants you to do. And this is basically saying that you are an ambassador for the brand, that you tell other people about Poshmark, that you're a great seller and a buyer as well, and that you are a great representative for what Poshmark is all about. If you want to run a sale in your Poshmark store, it will show up here in the corner, and right now I'm running 25% off if you add 2 or more items to a bundle, and you purchase 2 or more items from my closet in a bundle, then you'll get an additional 25% off. And then of course all these features up here you can edit as well. I have my banner with my logo there. I have a picture of me, and you can also go through and edit your profile if you want to do that. So this tells you, this is a total amount of listings. So this isn't your available listings, it's a total listings. And then this shows how many times you've shared. This shows your followers and how many people you are following. So then these are some sale banners that I've created, and I'll show you how to do that in a little while. These are created on Canva, and you would list them on here the same way that you would list anything else for sale. You just put it on there, put it as like a really high dollar amount so people aren't going to buy this item. But it tells you right away as soon as you enter my closet, like, hey, I have a bundle sale. I also have like all these clearance items that if you purchase 3 of them, for 10 bucks. And then also all of the custom jewelry that I have is all 3 for $5. So I let everybody know right off the top, the beginning of my closet, what sales I have running, and I change these up all the time. So I might have like a 4th of July sale, or like I don't know, it's my birthday sale, or you know, like changing of the seasons. So maybe like all the summer like swimwear and shorts and things like that might all be going on sale now, and then I would be adding more winter wear to my closet. So those are different options that you can put up here, and I'll show you how to create those banners for Poshmark later on or in another video. So you can go through here and you can see all the different items that I have posted. One thing that I always try to do in my listings for Poshmark is put the brand name, what it is, and then this number that I have here, like 13 PE, 14 PE, this is my inventory location so that I can find the item easily. When you go into a listing, we'll just pick this one randomly here. So I have, you know, like my cover photo. This is a maxi dress, so it's always hard to get a full photograph in a very small area that I have. So I take several pictures as far back as I possibly can of these different angles and things like that. So I'll take as many photos as they allow, which is 8 photos. I'll put pictures of the tag and also the care tag. So that tells you the type of fabrics that it is, and then also the brand and the size, where it's made, those sorts of things. In my listing, I never put an amount here unless the dollar amount is like on the tag. Then I might put it there. But for the most part, I always leave this as 0, and then I put the amount that I want for the item. The size, of course, and then again, there's an option to click the actual brand, so I'll put that there. Excuse me. I give a description of exactly what the item is, if the fabric has stretch. Like this particular dress is a geometric print, a wrap top with a tie at the waist, and that it zips up the back, because these are all questions that people are going to ask you when they're looking at your item. They're going to say, okay, well, does it have a zipper? Like maybe you can't see that in the photo. You can, that's an invisible zipper right there, and I can see it because I know it's there. But if you didn't know it was there, maybe you couldn't see the zipper, or maybe you're looking at the pictures on your phone and they're smaller and you don't know that the zipper's there. So people might ask you that, like, does it have a zipper? Is it elastic? Does it have elastic in the waist? What are the measurements? And because of the chat that you have in Poshmark, people are going to ask you lots of questions. So I try to cover as many of those possible questions in my description, so it minimizes the questions that I have to answer and go back and unpack the item, measure it, do all these other things after I've already put the item away. So I try to put everything in there. Beautiful geometric print, wrap top with a tie at the waist, zips up the back, stretch fabric on the top. It's lined halfway down the skirt. There are snaps in the sleeves so you can scrunch them up to get a different look. And then I put my measurements. So I measure everything laying flat. So laying flat, the chest is 16 inches, and I measure right across the bust line, right underneath the arms. Let's see, here's a better picture. So I measure right from here, this seam, right underneath the arm, across the bust, laying flat, not on the mannequin, to the other underarm seam. And then the length, I measure from the middle of the shoulder all the way down to the bottom of the dress. So in this case, the length is 57 inches. Also on my listing, you can see here my seller discount, which is the 25% off any 2 items that you put in a bundle. Shipping is a flat $6.79, and everything on Poshmark is priority shipping. You can offer shipping discounts, which I'll show you how to do that later. And then also in your listing, you can see this here. So it shows how many followers I have, kind of about, you know, my closet, and then buyers can also see other listings that I have as well. So if we go back, So I'll just kind of scroll through a little bit and you can see some more of my listings. So now Poshmark has home goods. So you can list home goods and home decor. Here I have some jewelry. You can see some of my older pictures when I used to use like this floral backdrop. Now I just do everything on the wall that I have is like a very, very light blue. So it kind of changes colors depending on the type of item that I put on it. So like for example, you can see these dark jeans. The wall looks almost gray. And then over here I have this blue shirt, it's the same exact wall, and you can see how it's a different color. And then if you scroll down, like look at this. It's blue in this picture, and it looks even more blue in this picture. And this is the same exact wall right here. So it's interesting how the background changes with this blue color that I have on the wall. But I don't mind that so much. And I used to do like a background like this. I don't like it anymore. It's too busy. I just do solid white. So I've got women's clothes. See, these are older pictures. Women's clothes, men's clothes, kids' clothes, accessories, and a few home goods that I'm starting to add now in my closet. So one big question that I get all the time is, how do you get so many followers? Okay, that's pretty simple. So kind of the rule that I've noticed across kind of all social media is to expect 50% of the people that you follow to follow you back. So it's about 50%. This is a little bit more, which is interesting, but typically across all social media, it seems to be like 50% of the people will follow you back. And the same goes for Poshmark. So what I will do is I will go into my followers right here. And it doesn't matter if you have one follower or you have, 114,000 followers. It doesn't matter. Click on your followers and it'll bring up a list of all the people that are following you. And you can go in and just click on their follows, or all the ones that you haven't followed, like that. So you can do that. And then go into, just pick any random one on here, whoever you haven't done before, maybe. Like, let's just pick this one, for example. There's a cute little doggy there. Molly Jeans Us, or Jean US. So we're going to click hers. Now, I don't click on the one that says following. I click on followers, as these are people that have already followed her. So I'm going to click on this button for her followers, and I'm going to go in and follow all of her followers that are not already following me. Okay, so I'll just sit here, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so, and just click as many as I can do in 5 minutes. I don't go through all of them, because if they have, 10,000 followers or something, you could be here for an hour. So I just, set a little timer, or just watch the clock, like 5 minutes, maybe that's it. And I'll just go in and follow all of these. Now expect that about 50% of them will follow you back. So I try to do that, maybe once a week, just kind of boost up my followers. The more followers that you have, the more people have your items already in their feed. So you see here up in the corner it says feed. So when I click on that, all of the people that I have followed, their items show up in my feed. So that's why it's important to have more followers, because your items will show up here. Like, these are people or brands that I have followed, and their listings will show up in my feed. So if I wanted to shop this way, I can go through it like this and find items for sale by people that I have already followed. Now, there are people that shop through the search. And that's why it's important to have good listing titles and brand names, because people will search through this listing search up here at the top. So like, for example, if you put in Levi's, so we can search for Levi's, and this will bring up people not only that I follow, but people that I don't follow as well, because it's going to bring up all of the listings that have Levi's either in the title or the brand name. So it's important to include it in one of them, especially if you have a brand like Levi's. You definitely want to either tag it with the Levi's brand or put the brand in the title somewhere. So and then you can see that you want to make sure that your items get into the right category. So you have categories here on the side: women, men's, kids, home. And now in home, they've added so many other, look at all these different categories, subcategories under the main category home that you can list. So make sure that you do go through this, and if you're listing something, make sure that it falls under one of these categories, because if it doesn't, then they can tag your item, flag your item, and then you'll be in jeopardy of losing your account because you're not Poshmark compliant. So make sure that when you're listing home goods that you go through this little area here and that it fits into one of these categories. If it does not, then I would suggest listing it on another platform like on Etsy or on eBay. Also with women's items, so you can go into like the makeup section. Makeup is allowed on Poshmark as long as it's been unopened, so it has to be a brand new item. And then also, you can't sell bath items, so like soap or bath bombs or perfumes, things like that. Those are not allowed on Poshmark. So you want to make sure that when you're listing something, go into the little sections up here at the top, look at the subsection, and make sure that your item falls into one of these categories. Because if it does not, again, Poshmark could flag it. You could get your account suspended for being for not being Poshmark compliant. So let's go back into my closet. If you click on your picture up there, you can find all of these different options, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll go back into my closet, and I can show you some other things. Let's see. Actually, if we go, let me show you the news feature. So if you click here, you see I have 11 notifications here, but if you click on the news feature, this will bring up all of my offers, comments, likes, bundles, shares, all kinds of things, follows, orders, all of that is under your news. So if you want to filter it, you can do that here on the side, or you can just scroll through and see all of this here. What I like to do is, because I don't really, I don't want to say I don't care about it, but I don't really look at all of the people that are following me. So what I will do is I will go over here to my likes. I will click on that. And then I can see all the people that have liked one of my items recently. Now this is something that I do every day. So I'll just go here to, it says 1 day ago. So I know that I've already done these listings right here. But I will go into each one of these and I'll send an offer. Or I'll send a message to this person who liked my item. And I might say, like, hey, thank you for liking my item. If you purchase 2 items from me, I have a sale right now where you can get 25% off. Or I'll send them a personal offer. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do it on this dress right here. So if you click this, it should bring up the listing. Okay, and then you can click offer or price drop. So far there's only one person that has liked this dress. So I will click Offer Price Drop, and you can either edit the listing price, which just changes the price to everyone, or you can offer and send them a private offer. So I'll click Private Offer. Now, one thing when you're sending a private offer is you do have to offer a shipping discount. So I will send an offer for $50. Oops, I'm sorry. It has to be 10% less, so my offer has to be $49 or less. But you do have to offer a shipping discount. Now, the only discount that Poshmark allows you to offer is either $4.99 shipping or free shipping. So you get the discounted shipping. If you click this one, then you would be offering your customer $4.99 shipping. And then if you click this one, of course, then it would be free shipping. So I'm going to do, and that is money that comes out of your pocket. It does not come out of Poshmark's pocket. So I will only do this one here. So I will offer my customer $49 plus $4.99 discounted shipping. So you see that right there? So now your customer has 24 hours to respond. They can either accept, decline, or do nothing. If they do nothing, then the offer will just expire, but they can accept it, and if they do accept your offer, then payment is processed automatically and the sale is complete. So I'll go ahead and I'll click submit. So I just sent an offer to that liker. Now it says right here, your offer must be 10% below your lowest offer in the last 90 days. So this is a brand new listing, but if I had a listing from, let's say, last month and I sent it for $49, this listing, or I'm sorry, this offer would not be sent out to anyone because it's not 10% lower than my last offer within the last 90 days. So it would have to be 10% lower than the $49 in order to be sent again. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see, what else can I show you? Let's go back into news. And here you can click on comments if you want. And you can see like the latest comments that have been posted on your listings. You can click bundles and you can see where people have added items to bundles. So like right here, for example, this person added this one item to a bundle. You can either send them an offer if you want for that item, or let's see if I can find one that where they've added several things to a bundle. Let's see if I have something like that here. This is old, so it might not show up. Okay, I can still use this as an example, even though this person already purchased the bundle. But if you had, let's say that these don't show as sold and they just show as regular items. If you had all of these items here and the person had not purchased the bundle yet, and they have these likes from your closet down here at the bottom, you can either send them an offer for these 4 items currently, or you can add these items to their bundle that's already over here by clicking this little, like a little shopping bag with the plus sign. If you click that, it will add these items that they have already liked, so you know that they like these items. You can add them to this bundle and then send them an offer for all of the items if you wanted to, or maybe like just this one and that one, and send it as an offer that way. You can even like remove these items and add these. There's other ways too where you can go into your closet and suggest an item and add it to their bundle as well, which I'll show you that in another video because that's a little bit more advanced. But here you can just go into the bundle, add items from their likes, and then send them an offer on everything if you wanted to do that. Also here in this section, you can add comments that nobody else can see. It's a private conversation between you and the buyer. If you add it directly onto one of these items, like if you go directly into the listing and you put your conversation here, then it's public. So anyone and everyone who goes into that listing can read it. So if you do it in a private bundle, then it's only for that one buyer. Nobody else can see it. Let's see, what else can I show you? Back in the news section, you can see all of your orders, your account information. I'm not going to bring that stuff up. But if you want to, if you click on this sell button, this is how you would list your items. So you can click sell on Poshmark. Now here you can save your drafts if you want. So I have a few of items drafted there that I haven't finished yet. But if you didn't have anything up there, this is what would come up. So it would show you how to create a listing. You can upload your photos right there, put your title, your description, choose your categories, your subcategories, put if you have more than one item, make sure you put in a size. Does your item have tags attached? Now this is interesting. So if it is new with tags, you can click yes. Now, not everybody's going to have this option. If you have a wholesale certificate with Poshmark, and that's going to be in an advanced video, and I'll show you how to do that, then you will have this option. So it'll say add your item to a boutique. What that means is that this item you have purchased from a wholesaler and has never been for sale anywhere else. So it can't be like a retail arbitrage, or it can't be something that you picked up from a thrift store that is new with tags. It has to be an item that you purchased directly from a wholesaler, has never been for sale anywhere else, and this is the first time it's being listed for sale. Then you would click yes for your boutique. If it's something that you picked up at a thrift store that's new with tags, or however you got it, you would click no, do not add it to your boutique. Okay, so then you would want to click enter the brand. A lot of times super popular brands will populate, so let's put in like Adidas for example. See, it'll populate, so you could pull that up. Sometimes you'll type in a brand here and you won't find it, but that's fine. Just put in a brand. You can add colors if you want, like main colors. So some people do search by color. And then here you'd put in your price. So original price, I typically put 0. And then for listing price, whatever you want. Let's say this particular item is $40. It'll tell you your earnings after Poshmark's fee right there. So then you would click next and it would populate the listing for you. Now keep that in mind here, this amount does not include any additional discounts that you might give your customer, whether it's a bundle discount, a shipping discount, some other type of discount. That's not included in this. This is only your listing price minus Poshmark's fees. So I'm going to cancel this because I didn't list anything here. Alright, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you have any other questions about Poshmark, please put them in the comments down below and I'll try and get to each and every one of you. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll have all my links to my Poshmark Closet, eBay, store, my personal website, all of that down in the description box below. So yes, please, any questions, please let me know, and I will get back to you soon. Thank you so much, and have a great day, guys, and I hope you guys do really well with your Poshmark sales, and I will see you next time. Love ya. Bye.